Welcome guys, siamo Retro Machine 512 gigabytes, the ultimate image for the PI4 and PI400. Massive image, huge image. Welcome to this monster, and this is the official showcase of the final version. So I've already set the first configuration. Of course, when you turn on the image the first time, you are prompted to configure your controller, but I already done that because I have configured my DualShock 4, so don't mind that. So for this launch party, the launch party is official started, guys. It started. So from now on you will see a lot of videos about the final image. This is the last release, is the release candidate 10, the revised a little release candidate 10, which I want to show on this showcase. Let's start from the beginning. You already saw the options, but there's some new that you must see there. So let's start with the usual audio option, the bezel project, where you can download a lot of bezel from every system. There's many of them available. The Bluetooth is a classic option provided by RetroPie. The boot editor is a script that I made to configure the boot editor into emulation station. This is very dangerous. A configuration editor, yes, themes to download the theme you want. Factory reset controllers to reset, to delete completely any info of controller from the system. The fan speed configuration, that one is for users that use an Argon 1 case, which is the recommended case by DZ. It's a case made of aluminum with an optional fan which kicks when the temperature reaches some levels. By default, this is a fanless solution. The fan is still on normal use. When the case reaches some high temperatures, the fan just kick in, just to lower the temperature and then turn off again. Okay, so with this script you can choose the speed and the threshold, temperature threshold of your system. By default it will kick in when you reach around 56 degree of temperature. The file manager, we all know that, the Genesis, Mega Drive to Flip, Genesis and PC Engine logos for the US and the European countries. The Full HD and HD ready, 720 pixel and 1080 pixel for the, like I said, the Full HD and HD ready. You can switch between the resolution with this option. The overscan form to avoid the black border on your screen, to depend by the monitor used. The recipe config, the RetroArch, RetroNet Play, RetroPie setup, where you can update all emulators and do many things, very useful things. The credits of the image, with all the guys involved. We just need to see that, guys. The intro, you already saw the intro because we saw together. You just can see again those videos. Just click on it and enjoy the show. More than 11 months in the making. 11 months. This was a huge ride. The top of PI4 and the top of Image. Splash screen by Frankie, the masterclass video creator. All intro are yours. Sound engineer Google Bass made some music for this image and enhanced all the music. That unique type of sound is thanks to him. The search manager Arumila is gold digger. He very helped me on this work. Tech engineers Arumila, Cash 8, Gigo B, the team mastermind. Augustus, Arumila again, Google Bass, Frankie. As you can see, all guys helped on many parts of the image, starting from the music, the custom theme, the graphic. As you can see, the assets on this image are very important, and David the director. Thanks to all the supporters, thanks guys that just let this dream come true. Very precious support. Retro Machine, are you ready for that? I'm not sure you are. I'm not sure you are. It's not over, guys. Whoa, fireworks. And the last message is retro gaming will never die. Whoa. So deep. Okay, time to back to business. And the music is back with the brutal bass. Okay, let's you see the Vbgm music on the upper side. You can see the name of the track currently played. Run command configuration, show IP, speed modes. There's 4 overclock modes available on this image. Now I am on turbo mode. I'm not sure. There's 4 modes: turbo mode, ultra mode, extreme mode, and omega mode, from 1750 MHz until up to until 2100 MHz. So just choose the speed that define you. Of course, you very need a fan and heatsink, sorry. The splash screen, the Super Yes. Okay, this is very interesting option, because if you enable the Super Yes, what happens? The emulation stage is way more fluid if you have this turned on. Otherwise, it may stutter a little. It's just normal. It's just how the emulation station behave. But we resolved this with this option that enhance the performance of emulation station, but it's not over. You will see later. The system info, there you can see all the info you need. The time randomizer, you can start the system which different custom theme for every boot. There's more than 30 custom themes, so plenty of choices. Ultra Yes, this is the little surprise that I kept for the launch party. I never showed that before. This is the enhanced version of Super Yes. If you enable the Ultra Yes, the performance on the emulation station will be way more fluid. Further, it improves further the performance. And not only this option, and to made some influence even on emulators, because it improved even emulators. So if you are not afraid, you can turn on the Ultra S combined with the Omega mode, speed mode. Just be careful with your temperature, guys. Okay. The Vbgm player editor, I changed little things on this launch party. Now the background music player is called Vbgm player, because you can show the names of tracks on the upper side. So, and the Vbgm player switcher, you can turn on and off. With this option you can edit the script of the BGM player. I just show you fast, but remember you need a keyboard and some knowledge on how to edit the script. But for example, you can change some things. Maybe I will record another video when I will talk especially about the script. For example, there you can change the font size, and there you can change the colors, or you can disable the overlay that pops in the upper right side. Okay, it is very technical. I just showed this for your curiosity, but just don't go there if you don't know what to do. Okay, we are at the bottom with the V screensaver. That's how it's called now. The screensaver used on the retro machine image is called the visual screensaver. V stands for visual. With that option you can change between two different types of V screensaver. Both of them use a system called mystery random mode, the MRM. Okay, it works like that. If you have to back to the main system screen of emulation station, and that strike the select button, and the mystery random mode starts. So you have this routine made by Franco Franchi, and this is generic for every system. So you will always see this routine, with this video routine. If you press start like prompted on screen, if you press start during the sequence, you start a totally random blind game. That means you don't know the identity of the game until you exit the game. And of course, if you recognize the game early, well, you are a master. This is interesting. If you let's say you don't know what game to play, just let decide retro machine. So if you press start, the game start. What a nice assumption I made. Okay, and the game start. I have no idea what game is it. It's a Commodore 64 games. Okay, for knowledge and awareness, Commodore 64 games are chosen more than others because the Commodore 64 is made of 4,000 of games, so it's massive collection. So there's more chances that Commodore 64 games are picked. Okay, let's try again. Let's see what game just the retro machine throw out. In that case, it seems a Sega console game, probably the Game Gear. Looney Tunes. Okay, I just want to show not the games but how the retro machine works. Is Looney Tunes for the Game Gear, like I guess it right. Okay, let's back to how V screensaver change it. So if you press on this script, and after this matrix effect, You back like normal to the lovely emulation station, but what happens if you press the select button like before? You are a different routine. In that case you have a system related routine, so if I press start, in that case I will start a random Super Nintendo game. Okay, I'm not interested to show you. I can't believe it. Is that Super Turrican game? No, nope. It's just the logo was the same, but it's not the Turrican. It's a super aquatic game starring. Okay, and go on the Game Boy Advance. Every system has its own animation, and it's the same. If I press start, the Amstrad, Naomi. Naomi games need some bonus time to start because they're very expensive games, so the loading is a little longer. Okay, we waited so long, so we deserve to see something. What you think, guys? Sega. ADX. This is just the Olympics. Le Olympics. Okay, you know, the Naomi is an arcade system based on Dreamcast, but is in fact an arcade. Okay, we're back. So, the Commodore 64, I just continue to show you the system related. Amiga. And now on, for every system there's 50 overall systems, so 50 different videos. But we back to the generic one because it's so good. Okay, we done with the option. Okay, let's start to see the tabs of the system. And another thing, I want to show all the custom theme available. This is the Neo machine A, B, C. Let's start from the beginning, which is the Amiga Workbench, the custom theme based on Amiga. Okay, let's back to the theme currently used. You can see there's 32 different custom theme, which is great. Okay, let's start with the system 3DO, and one moment, let's see the overall games. 2, 3, 2, 1, 1. So more than 23,000 of games, to be precise, 23 and 211 games. It's insane. And to provide you a little help, there's more than 100 of custom collection. I care a lot about those collection because they took a need of time to release the Ghostbusters, Gods, Golden Axe, Gradius, Green Beret, Ikari Warriors, Les Ninja. There's a lot of custom collection. You already saw the trailer that I made for some of them. Some custom theme, some collection have its own artworks, but in that theme all the custom collection are into this tab. Resident Evil, Ridge Race, Robocop, Shinobi, Sonic, Speedball, Splatterhouse, Star Wars, Street Fighter, Super Rage Rider, Terminator, Test Drive, Tomb Raider. It's great. Wipeout, Hurricane. So you have some guide to help you on all this game. So let's back to our 50 different system 3DO with 80 games. Just the games that runs better, guys. Not all games runs good. But those are the Amiga 2309 games, so more than 2300 games. Oops, not that. Okay, I just want to show you random games. There's no screenshot for the games without artwork. There's a lot of homebrews. Every game has its own remix artwork in high quality. This image has not snap videos because there's just not space for all this stuff. There's not space for the snap videos. You can just add by yourself, no problem. Just remember, if you add the video snaps, you will broke the mystery random mode and the V screensaver that this image use, because this image use video screensaver instead of video snaps. Okay, I've just started Amiga game, but what not my intention, to be honest, because I want to show you all the system. So Amiga 1200 with 149 games, almost 150 games. The Amiga CD32, and I made this collection with my friend Arumila, and we are so proud of this work. There's many unreleased games. For example, Riger was never released, to be honest. It's just a conversion that showed on last years. It's very new conversion. All systems have the same overlay, retro machine overlay. Move on. Amstrad, almost 2000 of games, massive collection, arcade, 2561 games, so more than 2500 of games, almost 2600 of games. This is an insane collection because there's a lot of games and the new games that works properly on the PI4. Not like before. Tekken, for example. There's also unreleased, never seen before arcade, like Maximum Force. This is incredible. This is never, no way that can be emulated by the PI3, for example. This game very needs the PI4. Maximum force. So great. So move on. Atari 2600 with 680 games. Atari 5200. A little collection for that one. Atari 7800. Atari Lynx. Sorry, I was wrong. This controller behaves strange, you know? I have no idea why. Okay, Atari ST 260 games. I just show you sparsely. Commodore 64, and this is a huge collection, guys. More than 4,000 of games, and all you need, all you wish is there. Okay, all games use are disc releases and some are tape releases, where the multi-disc games are on a special collection called the cartridge collection. So it does include all the multi-disc releases, because I wanted to to avoid completely the disc swap on the Commodore 64. The CD-TV, $90 games. ColecoVision 138 games. Sorry. The Daphne 4 games, just major releases. Dreamcast, one of the Shine collection of this image, along with the PSP. Look the games, no more indie little games, but just a lot of major releases, and also games that uses the Windows C OS, like for example the Sega Rally 2. So there's, you know, I already showed that those on the previous release candidate. So the family disk system, all the translated game, because it's a very Japanese system, you know. Game Gear 281 games. Yes, we saw before a little of this set. The Game Boy 493 games. Game Boy Advance 1090. So more than 1000 of games. Ouch. Rocky. Game Boy Color 588. The GX 4000 is the console made by Amstrad. Television. And I have to say that the television emulator is improved. I'm so happy, because Adventure Dungeons and Dragons now has a properly scrolling, not like before. You had to manually update the emulator, remember, because that happened after release. I think it is super hard. No chances to. This should be every color has different difficulty. Seems no bastard. The Joker is silent. You cannot hear him. I'm wounded. Dang bastard. No! The dragon! Bastard. I will get my revenge. Wonder if the dragon is still there. No! Look! I was out of arrows, dang bastard. I will take my revenge. Oh no, but that was not mean to be a gameplay showcase, but I love this game, you know. It's hard because you have to aim with the bow. You have to aim with the bow with the number keypad of the television controller. Oh, the bad. It's so hard. But it was not so easy even of the original, to be honest, because the control of the television was a nightmare. Oh, so many bats. I killed them all. I killed them all. The blobs creatures. I lost the dragon. Oh. Just the cosa. The galleon, the ship. Let me take the ship. Pick up. Okay, now I have to exit this hell. This hellish place. Oh, dang! I don't wanna die. Look, the dragon is so smart. Oh. I cannot believe he waited for me at the exit. Bastard. Okay, now exit. I lost 2 of my warriors, so I have only 1. So okay. You just need some item to get past the map. The television, guys, great. I'm so happy. This is my game of childhood, you know. You already know because I showed it on my personal collection. Move on. Sega Master System 285. The Mega Drive, more than 1000 of games. 1111142. So great. So great it is. MSX 636. Naomi, we saw before all the Naomi releases. The Nintendo 64 129. So how is the Nintendo 64 on PI4? MEH. Not great, not super bad. Average, I must say. Neo Geo 142 games. It's a home system Neo Geo, not arcade. Arcade is included into the arcade set, so it's different. You know, there's different modes. The Neo Geo CD, all the releases with the enhanced soundtrack, because otherwise it's just the same games as the standard Neo Geo. It was made to provide people a cheaper system compared to the Neo Geo, which was very expensive at the time. The Nintendo NES and NES Nintendo Entertainment System 1339, so more than 1300 of games, massive. And that includes also the Super Famicom, which is the Japanese counterpart. Okay, Neo Geo Pocket Color 47 games. The open board, great, 90 games. The open board is so great, but is not super user friendly, unfortunately, because it needs a keyboard to configure each game. And the only thing I was able to make is a the full configuration based on the DualShock 4 controller. I hope this can works good for most of you. Otherwise, you have to use a USB keyboard to configure your game. The PC Engine 226 games. Basically the full set. The Super CD-ROM is a PC Engine CD, 100 of releases. Ports, 10 releases, and this included desktop and Kodi. The PSP, the second star of this image, of course, 133 games. A lot of major releases for the platform, graphically enhanced. PlayStation, the PSX, PS1, 5, 2, 6 games, so more than 520 games. It's a little less compared to the Ultimate, King Ultimate, which was the previous image for the PI3, but there's a reason for that, because guys, there's not a room for all these games. I have to cut a little, because we talk about 50 different systems full loaded on a 512 gigabyte image. So, but it's hardly will you be disappointed by this set from this set. Metal Gear, all the best that need to be there is there, and also something else. The Genesis 32X, almost 40 games, all the sets plus some hacks. The Sega Saturn, 30 games, all the releases that works good on PI4, otherwise not work so well on this platform, unfortunately. And games, not all games work so 100%, but all are playable. The Scambian, 57 games. Scambiam, almost 60 games. There's multi-language releases, English and Italian. There's all the missed games, for example, the Blade Runner, the Secret of Monkey Island, Voyage, Zack McCracken, and Phantasmagoria. Great games, both of them. Very evolved games that works properly on the PI4. Only recently. Let's see a little the Phantasmagoria too, because it's just like an interactive movie. It's impressive. Close. Let's close it. Let's try it. Okay. This is Cambient Sega CD 115 games. Almost the full set. Super Graphics 5 games. Super Nintendo 1156 games. The Super Nintendo CD 36 games. Sharp X68000, the marvelous home computer of the 80s, and the last system is a Sinclair ZX, the great arch enemy of Commodore 64, you know. Okay, so let's see the special collection included, which was at the bottom of the list. This is the 4-player collection, all games that can be played up to 4 players. That was highly requested by the DZ Discord community, and it was a nice idea, I have to say. The arcade hacks, all the hacks from the arcade, this game are also included on the main arcade tab. Atomic Wave, this is the Atomic Wave releases based on Dreamcast. The cartridge 64 that I talked a little before, all the releases on in cartridge and Easy Flash, so it included basically most of the multi-disc releases, like Project Firestark, for example. The 64 is the same selection of games that we saw on the 64 system, which is the mini version of the Commodore 64 community. This is the collection made by the community, more than 100 of games picked by the Discord DZ community. So we discussed all this game and we decided to pick the best ones. There's a lot of Amiga games, arcade. The nostalgia is strong there, and I'm sure you will appreciate this collection because it's very fascinating, because all the games you see there represent something for the community, and even for me, of course. The Capcom CPS, all the releases Capcom, the CPS 1, 2 and 3. The desktop mode, this image brings also a full desktop mode. You can enter desktop and do your things. Let's see together the desktop, which, because it's very interesting, you need a keyboard and a mouse, remember. Well, you can see the logo. Okay, basically there you can browse the internet. You can see some video, for example. You can write some document. Just a fast check.
All systems ready.
This is the deck, so the DZ. This is the selection of games picked by me. I showed those on dedicated video because each of those games represents something to me. There's a story behind each of those games. The family computer is NES Japanese. All games are translated, of course. The Cody is also included, so for your multimedia pleasure. The Mega Drive Mini, the same set we saw on Mega Drive Mini. The Mega Drive Hacks. So those special collection, you can also mix up all these tabs with the system. It's not hard to do. Mega Drive Japanese. The Nintendo Mini, NES Mini, so the same set. The Nintendo Hacks. The PlayStation Classic, the same set of PSX Classic. The Sega only arcade, Sega Arcade included special, very rare arcade based on Master System and Mega Drive. The Super Famicom is a Japanese SNES. The Super Nintendo Mini, Super Nintendo Hacks, with stunning artwork. Collection, we already saw that. Let's see again. Collection, Wipeout, the Strider, I'm sure you will appreciate that. 2, 3, 2, 1, 1 games available. So let's start the mystery random mode to end this video. So the party started. Thanks for watching. This is just the showcase of the entire image. After that we will see on specific parts of the retro machine 512 gigabyte image. Thanks for watching, and we catch up on the next one. Bye bye.